It was a show. Galyna Saltkovska's Raw, McBee Dynasty, confession, and Housewives-Ready drama after a turbulent season. Galyna tells Collider she is committed to staying on Bravo's The McBee Dynasty despite major drama and challenges. Unforgivable betrayal led to the breakdown of friendship, leaving Galyna with no hope of repair. Despite regrets, Galyna reflects on growth and authenticity on the show, hinting at a potential Housewives move. After a season of drama, betrayal, and way too many glasses of wine, Galyna Saltkovska is spilling all the tea, from broken friendships to whether she's ready to swap Bravo's McBee Dynasty chaos for a Real Housewives rose-fueled glow-up. Spoiler, she hasn't finished stirring the pot just yet. "I don't see myself going in any different directions," she tells Collider. "We went through an incredibly difficult season, and all of those difficult situations kind of bonded us and brought us closer together. So, yeah, no, I don't see myself anywhere else anytime soon or ever." Galyna also emphasizes that she's not on the McBee Dynasty to be a reality star or influencer. Her position as CFO is real, and she's committed to her job. "I'm not trying to be an influencer and live off of being on TV. I like what I do, and I worked hard to get here." Galyna reveals if the bitter fallout with Masha can be repaired. That being said, she admits this season has been incredibly difficult, for obvious reasons. Season 2 opened with her being cast aside as Steve Sr.'s romantic partner, despite retaining her job at the company, as Steven Jr. muddles his way through trying to take over. Adding insult to injury, Steve Sr. started a romance with Galyna's former close friend Masha, which triggered a slew of explosive moments from Galyna, including trespassing at Steve Sr.'s home to destroy Masha's clothes and leaving Masha's chicken coop open, making her pets vulnerable to predators. While Galyna has had time to reflect on her actions and regrets some of her behavior, she says there's no coming back from a friend's betrayal. "There is no repairing of friendships after the ultimate betrayal and backstabbing," she explains. "You just don't do that. Trust is very hard to build, but once you break the trust, it's almost impossible to repair." Galyna's friendship with Masha ran deep, stemming from a vulnerable period in her life. "She came into my life when I was already in a difficult position," Galyna recalls. "She inserted herself, pretended to be my friend in difficult times with no intention to do so. As a result, there is no recovering from it. There will be constant interaction because of her agenda. There will never be respect on my end. There is never respect on ultimate betrayal." Galyna's raw confession and hard lessons learned on the McBee Dynasty. "Ultimately, I'm proud of the season. Masha broke Galyna's trust and friendship by hooking up with Steve Sr., but Galyna admits her reactions to the betrayal weren't always justified. I probably was not politically correct on many occasions, but this was the best decision I could make at the time. It wasn't popular," she says, reflecting on several moments this season as a wounded McBee cast member. "It was a show. I know I made some bad decisions. I own it." She adds, "It's been an incredibly eye-opening experience. Very sobering, a journey to grow and reflect and feel like I'm human. Sometimes I find excuses for my behavior. Ultimately, I'm proud of the season. I felt we showed our very authentic emotional growth in the moment." Galyna emphasizes that the drama on the show is very real and wasn't altered. "This is the true, authentic reaction based on the circumstances or events," she insists. "I'm proud we showed our very authentic growth emotions just the way they are in the moment." Speaking of authentic moments, Galyna reflects on the incident when she was at her breaking point and Steven Jr. accused her of being drunk at work after essentially going MIA. She admits that during the tough times on the show, she sometimes relied on way too many glasses of wine in the evening just to try to calm myself down and pacify myself. However, she clarifies that drinking at work was never the case, even if it may have looked that way at times. "I'm glad we had that conversation and kind of got it out of the way." Overall, she adds, "One of the things that I've learned through this entire experience is how to start taking care of myself. Most of the time, I put everybody ahead of me, and I feel that it ultimately affected me in a very negative and dramatic way." Galyna's glam edge is giving Housewives vibes. I am definitely entertaining this option, she laughs. That would be awesome. With her sharp tongue, glam edge, and self-awareness, Galyna checks every box for a future housewife. And after an extremely messy season, she's already halfway there. While she has no interest in show hopping or leaving McBee Farm and Cattle Company just yet, she's mused about the idea. In fact, she already has housewives friends. She's close with Alexis Bellino from the Real Housewives of Orange County, who recently made headlines for her relationship and engagement to Shannon Beater's ex, John Jansen. Galyna says Alexis has been a tremendous support, especially during this tough season. I want to just point out the fact that Alexis has been an enormous support through this entire journey. You know, I'm new to Bravo, I'm new to TV, and based on my background, I'm not very comfortable on TV at times, so she's been a guidance and support, she says. Galyna also confirms she'll be attending Alexis and John's wedding, but wouldn't spill any details. So, could a Housewives move be next? She laughs about being a workaholic, but hello, Lisa Vanderpump. Plenty of housewives run businesses, while serving main character energy. She considers the suggestion. I am definitely entertaining this option, she laughs. That would be awesome. The McBee Dynasty, Real American Cowboys is on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time / Pacific Time on Bravo.